Here we are today at Mimi's Science Lab, and we're bringing you a Willow, Pinecone, Gall, Midge. Now what it is, it's like it's layer after layer. Look at that. It's just layer after layer. It's kind of cool. I'll show you at the end. Exactly in front of the camera instead of the microscope. Right now we're looking at the microscope. Look at that. And you can see all the beautiful green in the leaves. It's quite the interesting little thing here. Look at that. That's the tip of it. Now let me tell you a little something about it. I have a new one, which is the one I'm showing you right now, and I also have an old one that would have probably been from last year, and it's still been kind of like hanging on the bush. This is quite a bush, like a bush kind of tree. Okay, and these things grow on the tip of the branch. Or the twig, as one would put it. Isn't that interesting? You get to see all the little details. And do you know that when it's forming and stuff, all the insects go and they lay their eggs and everything all on it. Isn't this amazing? It's so nice to see things under the microscope because you don't see it with the naked eye. See a little browning of the leaves, but look how much browning there really is. And look how fuzzy. Each one of these little branches, look, it's got a little fuzz. Very, very interesting. Okay, so it looks like a swollen kind of cone because it's kind of fat and swelled up at the bottom, and then it comes to a nice pointed tip. Has the look of the pine cone. It's like scales, or scales, you know. Kind of reminds you like a fish, you know. It's got all the scales, one layer after the other. Really cool. Now they're green in the summer, and of course in the wintertime they turn brown. But all the bugs go and they put their little leftovers right inside there. So can you imagine how many little insects, flies and bugs, and all went to this little end of this pine cone and gave a little bit. Really kind of neat. Just go right around it and look at it. Look at that. Yeah, cool to see. Alright, now let me show you a last year's one. Look how old this guy is. Get to see his tip. Oh, he still has all the hairs. Can you imagine that? You don't even notice that, you know, with the naked eye. But under a microscope, look at that. All the little hairs. Now what I found interesting is, look right here. Let's see how I'm going to get this on the camera. I'm still playing with this. It's still kind of new to me. Trying to find where the hole is. There's a hole here. Oh, where'd he go? Right there. See the hole? Look, look, there's the hole. Looks like the bugs came out. Right there, there's their hole. So the eggs that were laid, whatever grew inside, because it gave them a lot of food to eat. They're first born, and then they make their way out. There's your way out. But this is one of the old ones. Look at that. You can just twirl it around and look at every bit of it. Now this is one of these little microscopes that's kind of like about the size of a fat marker. Where did I just see that? Look at all the holes. Look at that. Right there, there's one hole. So interesting that, oh, look at that. You could see the vein of that. I wonder if I can get back to that. That interesting. Look, there's another little hole right there. They all got to reclaim their little bugs. Go in there, they lay the eggs. Nice and sheltered. Ain't that something, huh? Very interesting. So cool to see things under the microscope. Look, you can see the veins. Look at all the holes. You get the veins, you get the holes. Ooh, ain't that something? Very interesting. Oh my God, look at that. Look at everything you can see with a tiny little microscope. Don't have a great big professional one, but I got enough to show you this. Ain't that neat? I love it. Now let me show you what they really look like. This is the cone. One of these. They just grow on the tip. See the difference? Now this nice old one here. Look at that. This is all I was showing you. Looks pretty normal, huh? You can see that hole real clear. We don't see too much of anything else. And then look at how I brought it to you. Look at that. Bringing you all the little hairs. Isn't that the coolest thing? And that's all there was those little tiny, tiny, tiny. Ooh, look at that. Wow. And all it was one of these. This is this year, and then I showed you the other one. And they grow at the end of the bush. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me. Join me as a friend. And by all means, get others interested in Mimi's Science Lab. This is something the grandkids got me going on. Alright. Bye-bye now.